Oh, hello, friends. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. It is December 31st in the year of our Lord, 2025. That is what AD means, right? Anno Domini is the year of our Lord. And then BC is before Christ. So it is basically the Jesus timeline, whether you want it to be or not. Like, everybody agrees that it's AD or BC, or do we not all agree on that? Interesting. Anyway, that is not the point. The point is this. It is December 31st, so it is time for the Dark World Lightwork Year in Review. Yay! You might not know that I started YouTube in July of 2025, which was shortly before I finished my book. I started it to work as a companion piece to the book that I was writing at the time, which is now the book that is available to read, and then to also complete a multimedia experience, which includes this channel, a Spotify playlist, the book that I was talking about, and a Tumblr blog with a lot of related poetry and just really kind of crazy, wild information. So that is why I'm even here on your screen right now, if you're watching, to complete an experience that includes the most, I think, important part of it is the book, which is a memoir of my life, and it includes a lot of pretty wild things and a lot of themes and situations and people that you might know, and people who have also affected your life, who have affected mine, which is very, very interesting. And so I've had a lot of fun here on YouTube. I have had a lot more fun making videos than I thought I would. I love to edit the videos, and I actually love to just put the camera up or put the phone up and talk to the camera. It's a lot of fun. Very similar to what I used to do in my life for a lot of years, which was just perform for myself in the mirror. Much like Narcissus. If you see one of my very earliest videos, I used to make really short videos. I didn't edit them together, and I just talked about, I have no idea what I was talking about. I hope that if you watch them, they string together a sort of a narrative that tells you something of value. I can't even watch them. Like, I was looking back on my page to see when I started, and the first video that I put, or the first video that I had as a short, I played, and I just like, I cannot watch this. But anyway, so I started writing the book in April of 2024. By June, I was done with the book. So I was not like done editing and formatting and everything, but I was done writing it. And so that is when I started the multimedia experience and put the first few videos online. And since then, life has just taken its course, and I have gone along with it and basically made a video diary of the time. So it starts with the first verse of the Christian Bible. That's how far back it goes. And then it catches up with me in preschool. I don't know. The book has many acts. It's kind of interesting in that way. It's 842 pages long, so it has a ton of acts. And one of them includes a big chunk of time over the last 6 years where I have been living on and off in a car. Over the last 8 years, I have been under some kind of strange attack. I don't know. In a human way, it's an attack on my resources, and in a spiritual way, I guess it's an attack on my resources in a spiritual way as well. But in a spiritual way, I feel like it was just a test. So the biggest part of the book takes place over when I've lived in the car. And the videos that are here right now pick up where the book leaves off, literally. I wrote the book and finished the book while I was staying with some of my family, and then I started making the videos. I was still with my family when I started making the videos, but I really amped up the videos and turned them into vlogs and started doing them every single day after I left. So that's kind of interesting because the whole point was for this to be a multimedia experience, and it definitely is. So if you read the book, you'll be like, well, what happened? And then you can watch the videos and you'll see what happens afterwards. That actually worked out really, really well. I'm very excited about that. And then I'm very excited for the next chapter. What's coming in 2026? Does anybody say that, or do they just say 2026? What's happening? What's happening in 2026? Because I believe it's going to be very explosive and very exciting and very uplifting for myself and people like me, other workers of light and doers of good. Because the bad guys and the evil energy has reigned for long enough, and it's over. And so that is the most exciting thing to look forward to in 2026 for not just our World Light Work, but for all of us. Yay! Okay, Happy New Year. See you next year. I love that. Don't you love to say that to somebody on New Year's Eve? See you next year.